Hello, how you doing, man?
I'm fine, my friend. How are you?
I'm doing well. So I have some questions for you.
Sure, you are a Muslim first, right?
Yes.
What Muslim mean?
What do you mean?
When you say a Muslim, what does that mean?
No, I have questions just for you.
No
Just
problem. You will ask me. We'll have a conversation. What Muslim mean? When you say a Muslim, what does that mean? You worship Krishna. You worship who?
I worship God,
Who's that?
Allah.
Who's Allah?
Allah is only one.
It doesn't matter if he is 1 or 10. Who is Allah?
Allah is one.
I did not ask you how many he is. I ask you who is Allah.
Come on, man. Just the thing is, I want to answer. I want a question from you.
My friend, I'm asking you a very simple question. It's just to know who are you before we start the conversation, because I cannot answer you unless I know your background. You said to me you worship a God. You said to you who? You said to me Allah. I said to you who is Allah. You said to me He's one. Did I ask you how many He is?
Okay.
Okay, who's Allah?
Allah is a God.
Is a God?
It's only one God. Allah is only one God.
Who is Allah? Still, this is not the question. Who is Allah? You are telling me he's God, right? Okay, this is his job. I'm not asking you that. I said, who is he? Do you know who is Allah?
Yes.
Who?
He's someone that we worship. We worship.
Okay, but who is he? I'm not asking you if you worship him or not. I'm asking you who is he?
Why do you need to? Why?
I mean, you are worshiping him all your life. You do not know even who is you worshiping.
Okay,
you are worshiping who? Who is Allah?
Let me asking you, who's your God?
Jesus the Christ.
Okay, Jesus Christ. Who is he?
He is the one who came down to earth and he made a lot of miracles. He made the blind. Okay. He made the blind see. He resurrected people. So let me answer you. Let me ask me the question. See,
okay.
Let me show you how we can give answer. Keep going. So he is the one. He is the one who came down to earth. He healed the leper. He made the blind see. He created from the mud the bird, as the Quran says, and he resurrects people from death, and he forgives sin, and he is going to come back, and he is going to save the whole mankind. This is my God. Who's your God? Okay, that right. Okay, who created Jesus then? Nobody. Okay, yes. So nobody created Jesus. So do you believe that Jesus, he's only one? So he's only one God, eh? Yeah, we believe in one God. We don't believe in three gods. Okay, so do you believe that Jesus is a prophet? No. But in the same time, yes. Okay. No and yes. Let me explain to you. You said no and yes? Yeah, no and yes. Because you see, when you say a prophet, people, they will think it's someone who make a prophecy. But the prophet of the people who they speak in the earth, they speak about the man who prophesy, right? But the truth is, the only prophet is God. Okay. Because the only one who gave a real prophecy is God. All the prophets, they prophesy to us what God told them of a prophecy, which means God said to them to say something, so they say that. Okay. But Jesus, in the case of Jesus, the Quran says that Jesus, when he is born, in the cradle, he was speaking about himself, that he is the word of God. That's mean, but Muhammad, as you know, he waited for 40 years until a guy, his name is Jibreel, he came and he squeezed him 3 times, and no ketchup came out, and still Muhammad, he don't understand what's happening. Okay. But Jesus in the cradle, he is speaking wisdom. The word of God is talking by itself, which means Jesus himself is the word of God. So he is a prophet and he is God in the same time. For the prophecy is coming from the true God himself. He is not speaking something someone said. This is his own word. This is why he say, it's been said to you, but I say to you. Okay. Okay, now we go back to zero. Who is your God? My God is one. We cannot see him because, human eye cannot see the God that we worship. This is not the question. Who is your God? My God is one. I'm not asking you how many he is, guys. Guys, did I ask this gentleman how many your God is? I mean, you keep repeating the word one, one, one. I don't know what you are stuck with the word one. Or what you know that your God is one? Okay, I know someone his God is two. Nice to meet you. So, okay, what does that mean? I'm asking you, who is your God? Who is your God? Give me the. My God is Allah. That's it. Okay, who is Allah? We go say to me, he's one. Okay, who is one? He's Allah. Okay, I mean, my friend. Allah is the one who created all of us. Muhammad, you are very funny. Who is Allah? The creator? Why are you calling Muhammad? My name is not even Muhammad. So what's your name? Abdul Salam. يا عبد السلام. ازيك يا عبد السلام؟ يا عبد السلام ازيك؟ اسمع. Okay, اسمع. As long as you said Allah is the creator, right?
Okay, yeah, he's the creator.
Okay, but the Quran says
he's the creator of the heaven and the earth.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Hold on. But the Quran says that Allah is the best of the creators, which means there's many creators.
Can you pull up that chapter that says that, or whatever, like that verse?
Well, I need to call a friend to find the verse. I heard it before.
You called a friend, but you should know that. So how would you consider that Quran is a false if you don't know the full meaning of the Quran?
Well, I have to ask some friends to help me. Do you expect me to know everything?
No. Like, if people usually like finish the Quran, then like judge based on it. You don't know, like, you have to ask friends. You should like look upon it, not ask people, because some people can give you false. They can give you false things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
So you are saying that this friend who told me that there's many creators is lying.
I cannot say that he's wrong, because I'm not sure, because I don't know the person. I don't even know who's the person. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well,
yeah. So
let me grab my phone. I will call him. Just wait. Hold on, please. Because this guy, he worked for me 24 hours, 7 days a week. I pay him actually. Hold on.
Yeah.
What his phone number? 0000000. Okay. He just told me that this is chapter 23, verse number 14 in the Quran.
Okay, 1 sec. I'm gonna 1 sec. What was it again?
Let me ask him again. Chapter 23, verse number 14 in the Quran.
Verse what?
My friend, chapter 23, let me say it slow. 23, verse 14.
All right, sure. Yeah. One sec.
You want to call a friend, my friend?
No.
Because we believe in equal opportunity. You can call a friend the same as I call a friend. I mean.
No, just I didn't hear like to argue stuff. I just want to like prove something like
right.
Okay. The main thing I called you was just to like.
So did you see?
I wanted to
my
ask
friend,
some
did you see the
question, not
verse?
about like who's.
Okay. Did you see the verse? Okay. Did you see the verse?
I didn't actually see it, but anyways.
Okay. It says in front of you. Let me read for you. It says.
Did you? Okay.
It says, then fashioned we the drop a cloth, then fashioned we the cloth a little loom, then fashioned we the little loom bones, then closed the bones with the flesh, and then produced it as another creation. So blessed be Allah, the best of the creators. You told me.
Okay, listen. I'm not expert, but maybe my point was just to.
Okay, let me call an expert to help you, guys. He is not an expert. I'm going to call Dr. Zakir Naik. Zakir Naik is with us on the line. Hold on, my friend. He is here. He's here with you. He's here to help you. Assalamu alaikum, brother. Can you explain to us why the Quran says Allah is the best of the creator? We have a brother here. His name is Abu Salam, and he have no idea what that means. Can you explain to him? Brother and sister, as an example, there is many creators according to the Quran. As an example, the Quran says that Jesus, he can create for you from the mud bird. He fastened the mud and he breathed into the mud, and the bird will do like cuckoo cuckoo. He will be a living bird. That means that there is many creators, brother. So now we have two creators. We have a creator, Allah, and we have a creator is Jesus. Abdul Salam, what do you think, my friend, with the answer of Zakir Naik?
Okay, listen. Okay, 1 sec. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, so in
Come on. Ooh.
Okay, listen. Anyways, yo.
Yeah.
We're trying to be. There's no joke here. I'm trying to be
this
serious.
This is a joke.
Here, you know?
You have no idea what are you talking about, my friend. You are calling me to question me, but you do not even know. You don't even know who you do.
Listen, I didn't call you
to question. You don't believe in anything.
Listen,
you don't know what you are believing in. You do not know who's Allah. So now answer me. How
listen,
the Quran?
No, listen.
How the Quran?
Listen, man. Yo, listen. I didn't hear to argue or question no one. I'm asking you. Like I pull up something. I wanted like from you to answer from the Bible.
My friend. First of all, I will answer you, no problem. Don't hang up. We have time.
No, I won't. Why would I do that? I will tell you.
We have time. I
won't just do that.
First of all, I want to see. Did I insult you? Did I say any bad word to you?
No, but you cannot. One thing. Let me just say one thing. Have you ever heard someone insulting the Christianity? Have you ever a sheikh saying that making fun of other people? Okay. No, you don't hear that. Why you hold on. That's like disrespectful, man. Come on.
My friend, okay, you are right. This is very, very bad of me. Let me apologize. So are you saying the one who insulted the Christians, he is a bad person?
What?
If somebody insulted the Christians, that means he cannot be a good Muslim. He is a bad.
He could be a good Muslim, but it's not good to do that. It's a sin.
So you can
insulting someone's religion. That's
it's a sin. So it's a sin. So what about your prophet? When he insulted the Christian, he was a bad person?
Where does that say?
You do not know. Okay, here we go.
Like I said, I'm not an expert.
Let us see. You see the hadith in front of you? It says, Allah Messenger, he said, لَعَنَ اللَّهُ الْيَهُودَ وَالنَّصَارَى. Allah cursed the Jews and the Christians. Do you see
it?
Okay. Why your prophet is saying, if I say to you, may Allah curse you right now, you will say I am a bad Christian, correct?
Listen, maybe that topic is talking about something else, you know? Maybe it's not relating to all Jews.
The Quran is insulting us all over. The Quran says we are the worst of the creatures. The Quran says that we are najis, we are dirty. The Quran says that we are equal to animals. The Quran says we are monkeys and apes. So what do you mean maybe? Okay. So instead of scolding me about a good behavior and how to respect, what about you ask your prophet to behave and ask him, well, how you can be a prophet, but yet you talk like this?
Listen.
I'm listening, my friend. Answer me. How your prophet, he say that if he is a good man, and you are the one who says this is sin.
Maybe that topic is talking about something else. The thing is
something else. Okay, let me ask you. Do you have education?
Like education on what? Like
did you go to school?
Yeah, I went to. I'm taking something like I'm not taking like Islamic courses, but I'm learning the Islam.
But no, like what is your education now? I mean, not necessarily about Islam.
Oh, I'm taking like automotive.
What is that? Automotive. That's wonderful. So as long we are talking about automotive, do you know that Allah is the first one who created automotive?
What are you talking about?
Well, because Allah, he gave you an auto motivation which make you go and fight and do jihad for him. As an example, he will give you in the heaven an endless penis, and this is auto, and the vagina is going to be so big for the automotive. So now we have an automotive. We have an endless vagina, and we have an endless penis. And then we have 80,000 women waiting for you. So what do you think about a God? He promised you a lot of women for sex. I mean, what's the point?
Okay.
What do you think? I mean, you're an educated person. You go to school, not like me. The only degree I have is my driving license, to be honest with you. So you as an educated person, what do you think about God? He promised me 80,000 women and 80,000 child for sex.
I'm not sure about that. What's it? Alright. Okay. You know what?
No, I do not know. Do you know?
What's it called? Before I came up on this, I wrote something that I wanted to ask you. Now we didn't talk about who's that. You know? So I have one thing to say. I have things to say I wanted to ask you not to argue and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, go ahead. I'm going to listen. Give me your question. No problem. Go ahead.
Okay, explain John 17.
Okay, read for me John 17. What about
it? It says, Jesus said, "Do not hold on to me, for I have not acceded to the Father. Go instead to my brothers and tell them, I am acceded to my Father and your Father, to my God and to your God." What does that mean?
Okay. Well, we believe in the Trinity. You know what the Trinity mean?
What does that mean?
Okay. The Trinity means that there is the Father and there is the Son, and the Son is total obedience to the Father. So simply, when the Messiah speak about my God and your God, he is speaking about the Father. As simple as that. Father? The Father is our God in heaven.
Okay. Then...
Who is free from the body of a man. So when we speak about the Trinity, to make it very simple for you, it is explained in the Quran. If we go in the Quran, in chapter 4, verse 171, it says that there is three. Always there is a three.
What?
Three, everything is made from a three. And when we talk about a three here, when we say everything, we are talking about everything. Even like water is made of three. Even you is made of a three. Even religion of Islam is based on the three. Allah and Jibreel and Muhammad. Okay, hold on, my friend, hold on. Just ask me a question. Let me explain to you, right? Okay.
Yeah, just explain your question.
Okay. All right. If we go in the Quran,
okay,
you will see that Allah, He sent to Mary a word. You agree?
What?
Allah, He sent to Mary a word.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. That word became a man. His name is Isa.
Okay.
Okay. And that Isa, he has a spirit.
Okay.
Okay. Let me ask you, when Isa was in the earth, he was a spirit, or he was a man, or he was a word?
He was a man.
He was a man, so he was not a spirit?
That's a tough, I don't know, to be honest. Like, he's just like a prophet. That's what we like.
I'm not asking you what he do for a living. This is not the question. I'm asking,
what's up?
When the nature of this person, who his name is Isa in the Quran, when Allah, He sent, if read with me in the screen, I don't know if you can see my screen. Can you see it?
No, I can see. I'm using a phone anyways.
Okay. Well, it says, "O people of the book, commit no execution in religion, nor say of Allah aught but the truth. Christ Jesus, the son of Mary, was," and then between two brackets, "no more than a messenger of Allah, and He is His word, which bestowed in Mary."
Okay.
Okay. So, is it possible for someone to be three in the same time, or it's not possible?
It's not possible.
Okay. How Jesus then became a three in the same time He is Jesus?
Like,
because my friend, let us count together what the Quran is saying. It says that Jesus, the Messiah, He is a man, but before He was a man, He was the Word of God. So the Word of God came to us as a man, as a messenger. Okay. In the same time, this word bestowed on Mary, which means it's coming from heaven. This word is not from earth. This word is not from the North Pole. This one is not coming from Saudi Arabia. This word is coming from God. And spirit proceeding from Him. Him who? Him God. So Jesus is the Word of God. Jesus is the man of God. Jesus is the Spirit of God. How Jesus is a three, but yet He is one as Jesus? And notice, I'm reading the Quran for you. I'm not reading the Bible for you.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so Christianity, simply, Muhammad is trying to copy Christianity. Here he copy from the Bible in John chapter 1, verse number 1. The Word of God in Christianity is God Himself. The Word of God came to us as a man. The Word of God presented itself in an invisible way between us as a spirit. So God is a three, but yet is one.
Okay.
So the Quran itself explains Trinity, but by the way, the same verse in the Quran says, say no Trinity, because the author of the Quran is not really a smart person. He said, say no Trinity, but he proved the Trinity for us in the same verse.
Okay.
So now we have a problem. Your God, Allah, is not smart enough. He said to us, say no Trinity, but he proved the Trinity.
Okay.
So what we will do? What do you think?
That's a tough question, because I told you, I'm not an expert.
Okay, my man. What about, as long this is what the Quran is saying, and the Quran look like it's funny and says stupid things?
Listen, if I had a lot of knowledge, I would have backed it up. You know what I'm saying? But maybe it's like beyond my limit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if I had a lot of knowledge, I would have said something about it.
Yeah, right. I understand, my friend.
That's the first question. Okay.
Okay, my friend.
I want to know, you know what I'm saying. I want to know what you think. Like the chapter
my friend. Let me advise you something. Let me advise you something. I understand that things in the Bible might be confusing to you. That's because you did not read the whole Bible. You are just quoting a verse somebody told you. Did you read the Bible?
No, but I looked at it.
No, you did not read it. This is why you quote from Islamic website and they say, see, Jesus said, my God. So how is God?
No, I looked at it. My friend has a Bible.
If I want to go by the same logic, my friend.
I did not look it up from the internet.
No, my friend, there is no way. There's no way you found it yourself if you did not read the Bible. There's no way.
My friend has it.
There's no way. There's no way you open the Bible and this is the only verse you found.
Okay, man. Okay, I don't want to argue.
Let me ask you. When God, have you ever heard? Did you make any speech one day, like in a school or something? Did you make a speech?
Of what?
Like like go to school, like you make a speech, presentation. Yeah. When you make a presentation, do you say in the name of Abdul Salam or you say I am Abdul Salam? I am Abdul Salam. I lost your voice, my friend. Are you there? I don't know what happened. Get it close, please, to the mic.
What's up?
Okay. So you don't say in the name of Abdul Salam, you say I am Abdul Salam. Okay. How Allah is God? You see, Muslim, you don't believe in a Trinity, you believe in Allah, and you told me He's one, right? Okay. So how you don't believe in Trinity, but in the same time, Allah keeps saying, in the name of Allah. Isn't it weird to say in the name of Allah? If He is Allah?
Okay.
How you say that? Shit, yeah. So yeah. Did you say shit? Not me. Okay. I understand. It's okay. Don't worry. I'm not going to. But this is really shit. I agree. Excuse me. You are the one who said shit.
No, I mean,
how Allah? No, I understand. You choose a perfect word for it. I mean, this is absolutely the perfect description. You said shit. So how Allah is the one is talking, and then He say in the name of Allah. Obviously, there is something fishy here, or either someone he was making Quran, lying to us, saying that this is the word of God, but he forgot to switch between the first person and the second person, or Allah, He is one of many Allah, or maybe there's ranks of Allah, like there's Allah, He is a sergeant Allah, and there's a captain Allah, and there's general Allah. Otherwise, we need somebody to explain to us how Allah say in the name of Allah.
Yeah, man.
What do you think? And then Allah, He says, continue. He says, praise be to Allah. Have you ever heard of somebody saying praise be to Allah and He's Allah?
All right, man. Listen. My point was, when I come on the Skype, I had questions to ask.
Yeah. But
I didn't ask you to ask me questions from the Quran. I wanted to ask you questions from the,
It's not about you ask me to ask you and I will ask you to ask me. However, if you ask me to ask you or you not ask me to ask you or I ask you to ask me, we're not to change that you would ask me and you ask you is not going to be answered because what you know about what I'm asking you, you know nothing about it. And whatever you ask me, I can answer you regardless what you're asking. So you ask me or you don't ask me doesn't make any difference, my friend, because it's the question is not really even smart. You did not even read the Bible. You do not know what the Christians believe, and yet you want to ask me questions. No problem. Listen, but when I ask you something basic about your religion, you have no idea and you say shit.
Okay.
So, my friend, how Allah is God, and He say it is He who created for you the earth and the heaven. It is He who. if Jesus said, it is He who created to you the earth and the heaven, you call me, you will say, hey, Christian Prince. Jesus said, it is He. Who is He? If Jesus is the creator,
does Jesus say, I'm God? Or like does He say like something like
all over the Bible, my friend, every time Jesus says I am, because do you know what the name of God in Christianity?
No.
I am.
What is that?
I am. I am. When Moses, yes, I am, which means the one who exists by himself. So when Moses he met with, he spoke with God. Moses he asked God, "What I will tell my people? What's your name?" Who?
So as a meaning, like the meaning, like when saying Son of God, the meaning, what does that mean?
The Son of God simply is the man who came to us on earth, but he is at the same time, he is God as a man. He's not really, he's not like you see, the Muslims, they have an idea when we say Son of God, that's mean God, he had sex with Mary and they have a baby, his name is Jesus. We don't believe in that.
You don't have that, man. You don't do that, man.
No,
you don't say
no,
that.
No, you do. No, you do. No, you do. You know, the Quran says.
You don't know what's going on in the mosque. You can't just assume.
My friend,
one person says.
I am the one who can teach you in the mosque. Don't tell me you do not know. If you go to chapter 5.
Okay, if you know,
go,
listen,
my friend,
no. If you go to chapter 5. Why did you ask someone then? Why did you ask someone? No. Listen, why did you ask someone then? If you know the Quran or the Muslim, why do you ask someone? Why don't you just find it out by yourself?
You mean when you spoke before, I told you I would call a friend?
No, like yeah.
Yeah, but that friend was me. I have the verse in the screen. The second I was saying to you, should I call a friend? I will have the screen. You can watch the video later. You will see I have the verse in front of you on the screen. I was joking with you, my friend. And this is the Quran. You will see.
So listen,
my friend. Hold on. The Quran says, and behold, Allah will say, O Jesus, the Son of Mary, didst thou say unto men, worship me and my mother as gods? So what the Quran teaching, that we Christians believe that God have sex with Mary, and then they have a son, his name is Jesus. And that is very stupid, because no Christian
Who said that? Who said that?
The Quran saying that Jesus says, so what Jesus is saying now in the Quran, according to your Quran, Allah is asking him, Jesus, questioning him, Jesus, did you say to worship you and your mother, Mary, as God beside me? And Jesus said, no, we did not do that. In the Quran, in different verse of God, he says the following. How Allah can have a son if he don't have a girlfriend? Oh, hold on, let me call a friend so we can find the verse. Let me call 000000000. Okay. The brother, Dr. Dakar Naik, yeah, the brother, the Quran says that in chapter 6, verse 101.
Okay, we get it. You don't have to make that shit.
Okay, man. my friend, hold on, because Zakir Naik is the best to explain the Quran to you.
Okay, we get it, man. You get it.
So your God says, your God says, to him is due the primal origin of the heaven and the earth. How can he have a son if he don't have a girlfriend? Look how smart your God, man. Unbelievable. Your God is saying, not me. How can he? And again, he say he. Look. Allah is asking, how can he? I mean, isn't it God is talking now? Yes. So why he keeps saying, how can he? Now, how can he have a son if you don't have a girlfriend? Answer me, my brother. How Allah can have a son if you don't have a girlfriend? There's no way, correct? Do you agree with that?
What do you mean?
Do you agree with this verse? Allah saying, how can he have a son if you don't have a girlfriend?
Listen, Allah can do whatever He wants.
No, He cannot. It says here, how can He have a son if you don't have a girlfriend? He cannot. The second, it's your God who's saying, how can he? Who is the one saying, how can he? Allah.
I think you're trying so hard to convince me to Christianity, but it's not gonna work.
I did not invite you to Christianity, guys. Did I invite you to Christianity?
I didn't invite you. Didn't. But listen. By the way you're talking,
look like inside you now you found. Okay, look what happened.
By the way you were talking, you're trying to.
Guys, look what happened. Look what happened.
Because every time I try to answer ask you some question from the Bible, you're trying to say, oh, you need to stop pulling up from the thing. But
my friend, I'm reading your mind.
My
now.
point was, listen,
let me read your mind. You just convince yourself that Islam, I will use the word you use, not me. You said shit. You convince yourself that Islam is equal to shit, and now you are saying to yourself.
Shish.
No, you said shit. No, it's recorded.
Okay, I did it. Okay, okay. You want to be happy?
I was reading it to you about Quran. You said shit, not me. So now let us.
Okay, I said that.
So
okay.
you inside.
You got a problem with that? Okay, I said
no,
that. You
got a problem. No, absolutely. It's perfect.
Okay, so. What's the point of saying that again and again? I said that. You got a problem with that.
The point is, you notice inside you that this is really shit. And this is why you said shit. That's the point. And because that, you said to me, it looked like you're trying to convert me to Christianity, aren't you? Because you notice that I have no base. You have no religion. You have no God. It's bullshit. Excuse my language. You are the one who said that, not me. You were the one who used the word shit, not me. So
you think?
You are the one who used it. I mean, why you say about the Quran? I was reading Quran for you and you said shit. Why you said that?
All right.
You see, what is the point of saying shit if you mean snow? You meant snow when you said shit?
All right, man.
Yeah? So how Allah can have a son if you don't have a girlfriend? Is that a logic of God to talk? Why Allah is saying that? Don't you think this is stupid?
Listen.
No. Think with me. Don't worry. I'm not putting you down, my friend. Trust me. I'm trying to help you. I'm not against you.
Listen. When I got in here first.
When you got here? When you got here? How long?
When I was got on Skype, I wanted to ask you these questions that I pulled up from the Bible. I wanted you to answer it. Explain it to me. What is the meaning of it? I didn't come here to debate you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not debating you, my friend. Trust me. If I debate you, I will crush you in 2 seconds. You're no match for the debate.
Listen,
I'm not debating.
That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to debate. I'm trying to explain. You explain the things that in the Bible. Okay.
I'm not debating you. If I sneeze, you will fly. I'm not debating you. I'm asking you a very simple question. You're a man. You're not a kid. Allah, He says, how can He have a son if you don't have a girlfriend? How silly is that?
See.
How silly. What Allah mean when He say how He can have a son if you don't have a girlfriend? Do Allah think that in order to have a son, He need to have a girlfriend?
Sure, man. Listen,
you keep saying to me, listen.
Listen, man.
To the point I cannot.
You speak Arabic, right?
I will try. Go ahead.
You will try, right? No. You speak Arabic.
I can call
So sometimes the translation could be different meanings of it. So you cannot assume that if that says it translated to English, it means that thing. It could probably mean different thing.
No problem.
It's not really accurate.
Okay, Abdul, we can go to the Arabic. I will make you happy. Arabic is good.
Okay, no. Even though if you translate, it doesn't really mean.
Can you read for me?
It's accurate. It doesn't really mean. It doesn't.
I want you to give me the translation upon your translation. You are the best. I'm listening. Chapter 6, verse 101. Read it for me and translate, please. Go ahead.
I don't have a device that I can do it.
Okay, I will read it for you. I will do my best. Originally, I'm black, blonde, African American from Pakistan, so I know a little bit of Arabic. بديع السماوات والأرض أن يكون له ولد ولم تكن له صاحبة. Translate. Are you going to say shit again?
Why would I say that?
Well, you keep saying each time I read through your Quran, you say shit. It's you, not me.
Did I say that?
I mean, I'm wondering if you are going to say it too now. Allah even using the word sahiba. You know what sahiba mean, right?
Okay.
Girlfriend, right? I mean, what kind of God is talking about having a girlfriend? Look like you Muslims have a girlfriend before any Western people have a girlfriend. Allah Himself is speaking about girlfriend. He did not even mention the word wife.
That's right. Okay, what's up?
So what's up? What kind of God, he says, how I can have a son if I don't have a girlfriend? How Allah is almighty, he can do whatever he wish, but yet he cannot have a son unless he go have sex. How you Muslim, you say to us, Allah is not a man, but yet this is confirmed to us that he is the same as any man. Me, myself, I can say that. This is accepted. If somebody asks me, okay, Christian Prince, do you have kids? I don't have. Okay, why Christian Prince you don't have kids? I would say, well, how a Christian Prince he can have kids when he don't have a girlfriend? That's logical, no problem. But we are talking about God. Why God, he says, how I can or he can have a son if you don't have a girlfriend? Don't you see there is something very wrong here?
Okay.
What do you think?
Hold on.
I'm holding.
So, okay, so the Father is God too, right?
Oh, you see, you don't want to answer now. You are changing the topic. His Father is God too now.
Listen, no, I cannot answer that question because I have
my friend. We don't have the Father is God too, and the Son is God too, and the Holy Spirit is God too. We have one God. God, okay. He came to us in a 3-person. I will give you an example. Have you ever heard of something it's called the sun?
The sun?
Yeah, the sun, which we see in the sky.
Yeah.
Usually in America, we see the sun in daytime. I don't know in the Middle East when you see it. When you see it usually?
I'm not in the Middle East, by the way.
Oh, okay. So what time you see the sun usually?
Now it's like around 1 a.m.
Oh, so in a few hours you will see the sun. All right. So when the sun is in the sky, and then we have a light, it's called the light of the sun. Is that true?
True.
Okay. And the light come to us. Is that correct?
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Is the sun still there, or the sun is coming to us?
The sun is there, but it's coming to us. It's not. It's coming to us too.
How it's coming to us too? As a light.
Like
right?
the light.
Okay.
The light. Yeah,
okay.
as a light. Yeah.
Okay.
Not as a.
Okay. Thank you. So now we have the sun as a star, and then we have the light coming to us. The light is something we can see, but when the light hit us, we feel heat. Is that correct?
Yeah.
But we don't see it.
No.
That's exactly what God is saying to us. The Father is the same as the sun in the sky, and the light is Jesus the Christ, the Word of God who came to us. And when we believe in him, we have the heat, which is the faith. So Jesus the Christ is a 3 in the same time. He is 1. God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit, 3 in 1. The sun, the light, the heat is 1. If we say, can we say that the heat is not the heat of the sun? No, it's the heat of the sun, correct?
Yep.
Is that correct? If I say that the heat is coming from the sun, is the sun? It is the sun. Is it correct if we say the light of the sun is the sun? Yes, it is the sun. Is it correct to say the sun is the sun? Absolutely. So the sun is a 3 but 1. Light and heat and star. So why it's hard for you to understand how a 3 can be 1?
What?
How it's hard to understand that the 3 is 1. As you see, everything around you is a 3. What is the water is made of?
What is the world? What did he say?
Water. A drop of water, or let us say a particle of water, is made of a 3, but it's 1. H2O, correct?
Okay.
Okay, it's H2O. So why it's made of 3? Water is the source of life. Everything in this life, even the Quran says, وَجَعَلْنَا مِنَ الْمَاءِ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ حَيٍّ. So the source of life, even that confirmed the Trinity. Why it is H2O? Why it's not H4O? Even the golden ratio, which is about the beauty, it's about 1 to 2, which means 3. Everything around you, my friend, proving God. God, he don't leave himself without witnesses. The signature of God in everything is made around us, created around us, prove the Trinity.
Okay.
So now we go back to 0. How and why Allah, he say he cannot have a son without having a girlfriend if he is really a God?
Knowledge, man. I cannot answer that, eh?
All right.
All right.
Well, it's okay, my
So
friend.
you want me to lie about it? I can't
No,
just
no,
lie
no,
about
no,
it. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's not. It's not. It's not about. I know you are not lying, my friend.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
My friend, I am really happy that you call me, and I am not against you. Trust me. Actually, I will pray for you from my heart, and I ask all the Christians to pray for you. You sound like a very nice person from a good family, and you have a good heart, but you have no idea what you believe in. You don't have an idea that Islam is nothing but a pagan, stupid religion.
I'm learning. I will get there.
You will get there, no problem. But I confirm to you that Islam is a stupid religion. I have an offer for you. Do you know any sheikh around you? Do you know any sheikh?
Any what?
Sheikh. Like imam of a mosque. Okay. Can you do me a favor? Ask him. There's a guy, he claimed that nobody can debate him and nobody can confirm him that to be wrong. Tell him, can you call him please? Because we are not able to answer him. We don't have the knowledge like him. What about that? And you sit next to him and let us see what your sheikh can do. If your sheikh cannot answer, that will make him very shaky. And then you leave Islam. If your sheikh can prove me wrong, it means I am the shaky and you stay as a Muslim. What do you think?
We'll see about it. We'll see what the future comes.
My friend, I encourage you to do that because I want you to see. I want you to see. I want you to feel better. Hold on. I want you really to feel better. It's not your fault you do not know. All the Muslims do not know. Even those who
not all of them.
All of them, my friend. You will see. Listen.
You can't say that. No, you can't say that.
Did you notice I am the one?
They're all wrong.
My friend.
Okay. Why there are a lot of like priests are converting then?
There's nobody is the one who converted do not know what Islam is about. They are stupid. They've been lied to.
So the people who converted from the priest converting to
my friend, we have the dean of Islam and the Azhar University became a Christian. What does this have to do with this? If there is somebody who is stupid, is stupid. So the son of Hamas, the founder of Hamas, his son became a Christian. This is not the topic. If I have people converting to Christianity, does not mean Christianity right. What does this have to do with the topic? We have a lot. You can go right now, watch Al Jazeera. They say 16,000 Muslims leave Islam, convert to Christianity a day, not a year. 660 something every 1 hour. But this will not be the proof that Christianity is the best. We are more than 2 to 3 times more than Islam. Does that mean we are the best? No. It's not about who care about how many. There is atheists a lot. There's Buddhists a lot. Be smart, my friend. Be smart. When Jesus came to earth, he have only 12 followers. Does that mean Jesus was wrong just because he have 12?
Same thing as the Prophet Muhammad. He only had Khadija.
Khadija. Do you know who's Khadija, my friend?
Khadija was she was a widow.
Okay, and she had many husbands before Muhammad, correct?
I'm not sure about that.
Okay, and she is a lot older than Muhammad. Is that correct?
She is a lot. She was older than Muhammad.
Okay, why Muhammad he married Khadija if she is older? You know that
she's the one who approached him, not him.
I have a story for you, my friend. I have a story that Khadija and Muhammad, they made the father of Khadija drunk, so to make him believe that he married them to each other. Did you hear that story?
Never heard that, man.
Do you want to show it to you?
From what website are you getting it from? My Christian website?
No. I honest to Allah, brother. I will never show you from a Christian website, brother. Only from Islamic resource.
Can you stop doing that accent, man? Just
because what you are saying from a Christian website.
Listen,
did I use any Christian website? And since you call me, my friend, since you call me, did I show you anything have to do with the Christians? No.
To be honest, I don't know, because I can't see the thing. So I don't know what website you're trying to go on or what thing you're going on.
It's not about I am showing you from a website. I use Islamic books. Website is just the internet, you know. It's the way to show things. It's not the target. So Khadija and Muhammad, they have a plan. And the plan is because her father will not allow her to marry for Muhammad is not a good person. He is not from a good quality of mankind.
He was in a good. What do you mean by good quality?
Well, then you need to explain to me why she did, make Muhammad, Muhammad and Khadija, they planned to make the father get drunk, and when he wakes up,
give me that place, and I want to actually look at it after.
All right, no problem.
What is that called?
Okay, hold on. Let me see. Let me get to the story.
Is that like hadith or something? Is that what is that?
Yeah, everything in Islam is hadith. Even the Quran is a hadith. Don't you know that?
Bro, what is that? I'm asking. I didn't ask you what is what. I'm asking what is that from?
Let us see. What is that from? The book of As-Sirah An-Nabawiyah.
Okay. What is that again?
The book of As-Sirah An-Nabawiyah. And I will show you the hadith in the front of your eyes in the screen. Hadith. This is the book of As-Sirah. Sahih As-Sirah An-Nabawiyah. This is the book of Sahih of Sirah. من حديث ابن عباس رضي الله عنهما قال أن رسول الله ذكر خديجة وأن أبوها يرغب عن أن يزوجه فصنع طعاما وشرابا فدعت أباها وزمرا من قريش. You understand Arabic, right?
Not the like Fusah Arabic. I can understand a little bit.
Are you an Arab, my friend?
Yeah, I was born in.
Okay, so I'm the only here. I'm the only guy from India. Okay, so فطعموا وشربوا حتى ثملوا فقالت خديجة لأبيها إن محمد ابن عبد الله يخطبني فزوجني إياه. Okay, فزوجها إياه. So the story translate. So Khadija and Muhammad, they made a party and they invited people from Quraysh and they made them all get drunk. حتى ثملوا. You see the word ثملوا?
No, wait. What is the word drunk in Arabic?
ثملوا. You see it in the screen. ثملوا. I'm showing the.
Are you sure Thamilu is drunk?
Yes, my friend. I'm sure. You can ask. Let me call my friend. Hold on.
How do you know that the translation is correct?
Dr. Zakir Naik, please. What the word Thamilu?
Yeah, okay, man. I don't
Brother
care
Tatar,
whatever you say.
the word Thamilu in the Quran and in the Hadith. First of all, the word Thamilu have many meanings. Christian Prince, he say that the word Thamilu means get drunk. The fact they did not get drunk. The word Thamilu, it means they lost their mind because they drank a lot of alcohol. And there is a huge difference between they lost their mind and get drunk. My friend, you can check it in the dictionary.
Listen. Okay, so, how do you know that website that you're using?
This is not a website. 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 This is a photocopy of the book.
Did you ask people? What does that word mean?
I don't know. You can ask anyone you want. Yes, for me, my friend, I graduated from University of Khartoum, which is an Islamic university. Everything there is Khartoum. Flying carpet. Suleiman have a flying carpet. Suleiman, he hear the ants. Suleiman, it's a cartoon. So I have a degree in the cartoon of Islam. So yes, this is what they say, and this is the book in front of you. What do you say? And here it says,
I will have to look at it.
And here
it says, believe what I see.
And my friend, and here it says, look what it says here. Look what it says, which make it more horrible, unbelievable. It says, this is the reference in the front of us. أخرجه أحمد في المسند, is exist in the book of المسند to Imam Ahmad, volume number 1, 312, والبيهقي in the book of الدلائل 273, والطبراني في الكبير number 13838, and Al-Haythami, volume number 9, page number 220, and mention in Ahmad, mention at-Tabarani, and then it says here, وَرِجَالُ أَحْمَدْ وَالطَّبَرَانِ رِجَالُ الصَّحِيحِ. And the men who reported this in at-Tabarani and Ahmad, they are authentic, sahih. So what we will do now? What kind of a prophet? Him and his wife, they make their father of the wife get drunk, which means this is a fraud. The guy did not agree to marry her. The guy, he woke up in the morning, he said, why I'm waiting this? Why I'm wearing this clothes? She said, well, yesterday you married me to Muhammad. The story there says that. I'm not making things up. It says, فزوجها إياه فخلقته وألبسته حلة وكذلك كانوا يفعلون الآباء بالآباء فلما سرى عنه سكره نظر. So when he wake up from being drunk, he said, look himself, he wearing those nice clothes which he wear only in party. So he said, what is that on me? Why I'm wearing this? She said to him, what? You do not know that you married me yesterday from Muhammad? He said, I am going to marry you to this guy, this orphan? I swear by Allah, no way. Okay? So Khadija, she said to him, aren't you ashamed?
Can you read that in Arabic?
In Arabic, فقالت زوجتني محمد ابن عبد الله قال أزوج يتيم أبي طالب لا لعمري فقالت خديجة أما تستحي? Khadija, she said to him, aren't you ashamed? Do you want people to make fun of you? تريد أن تسفه نفسك عند قريش? Do you want the people of Quraysh, the tribe of Quraysh, to make fun of you because you take back your word? Are you going to tell people that you were drunk? Which means you were drunk when you married me? And then she kept going saying that to him until he have no choice but to accept. This is how Muhammad, he married Khadija. It was a 100% fraud.
So you think that the narrator is 100% true in its translation?
Well, it says here we go. This is the book. Okay. My friend, this is your book. It says authentic, it is sahih.
Like I said, you cannot assume what you find it's true, It's better like there's a okay, you were never a Muslim, right? You were a Christian, right?
I was a Hindu before.
Okay, you were a Hindu, right?
No, I was Hindu.
But do you
you see what happened? Let me tell you what happened about me being Hindu, because I heard that the biggest chapter in the Quran is the cow chapter, and the second I saw that, I became Hindu.
Okay.
Do you know why the Quran have a chapter that's called the cow chapter?
Surah Al-Baqarah?
Yeah, Al-Baqarah.
No, I don't know about.
My friend, Al-Baqarah is really driving me crazy, because once I was in India doing a seminar, and by mistake I was trying to make the Hindus not to believe in Islam. So I said to the Hindus, do you know that the biggest chapter in the Quran is the chapter of the cow? Right away in the spot, more than 10,000 Hindus converted to Islam. Immediately.
Okay.
I made a mistake. I will never mention that again. It was a big mistake. So, my friend, if I'm going to show you how stupid this religion is going to be English. So I want you to call your
Listen, I have one thing to say, man. Okay, name me like one sheikh or imam or something that's saying, oh, Christian is stupid, oh, all the Christians are that, or the Christians are fuckers or something. Have you ever heard people saying that, or a famous imam saying that?
Your Quran saying that?
No, like I'm asking about the people.
Well, are you saying that you Muslims are better than Muhammad? Muhammad says that, the Quran says that, so you are saying to you Muslims are better than Muhammad?
Maybe he's referring to like the people of the that day. He's not referring to all the people. You don't know
that day. All right. Okay. All right, my friend. Thank you very much for calling me. I will be waiting for you to call your sheikh to call me, and let us see what he will say about what you just said to me. We will ask him the same question. Is that fine?
I don't mind that, but okay. Anyways, if he says all right.
Okay, but
anyways, no.
But do you promise me? Do you promise me? Do you promise me you will ask your sheikh to come and call me?
If he says yes, I'm down. I don't care.
No. Do you promise me you will talk to him about that?
I cannot make no promises, but I will try.
No. I mean, why you will not talk to him about that? Why you don't tell him what happened? Tell him there's a guy. I called him. I could not answer anything. Islam looks stupid. When I was talking to him, I did not know what to say. I want you please to call and prove him wrong. I mean, come on. He is he gets salary for what? He have a full-time job making money from your pocket and the pocket of the Muslims.
But he's not making no money, man. What are you talking about?
What do you mean? Who is the one who pay for the salary or in the mosque?
What do you mean? Who's the one who's paying?
Who is the one who pay? The guy who is the one who pay his salary?
What do you mean?
Okay, when a sheikh he work in the mosque, who is the one who pay his salary?
Not us.
Who then here who?
I don't know, but not us.
Saudi Arabia.
Not like we don't go to pray and give money. It's optional. If you want to like give to zakat or
my friend, this is not true. Not true. A Muslim you have to pay zakat. It's not an option. Anyway.
No, you don't get what I mean. Like every Friday, there's a place that we after prayers we give money. If it's optional, but the zakat you have to do it.
Did your sheikh ask you to join jihad somewhere before?
What do you mean jihad?
To go and kill some Christians and Jews.
Ever.
Why?
Ever. Okay, I never heard a single saying that.
That means he's a fake sheikh, my friend. He is not a good Muslim.
Bro, listen. No. I never heard someone say that. Maybe those extremists. That's the people that say that.
So you are going to a mosque like like Susu. It's not a real mosque. It's not a real mosque because a real mosque should teach you to go into jihad.
Really?
Yeah.
Jihad doesn't mean that to kill Christianity.
Yeah. The Quran says chapter 9.
It says killing the enemy of Islam or
yes.
A struggle is a struggle.
My friend, no. What struggle? Struggle by cutting my throat. Do you struggle when you cut my throat?
Listen. So let's say I'm fighting against someone who is my enemy.
Okay, my friend.
That means jihad.
All right. Oh boy. Do you see guys why I'm not married yet? He's calling again. Abdul, why are you calling again?
No, you didn't say bye. You didn't say anything. You just hung up.
Okay, my friend. Okay, because really, it became boring. I want to say thank you very much for calling me.
No problem. Anyways,
first, I want to thank you.
Can you like answer one thing?
I want to thank you really because I learned a lot of things from you. As an example, I learned that when a Muslim he say read Quran for him, he say the word shit. That's something I learned from you, and that
really.
Listen, did you deny? Did you deny or not?
At first, I just wanted to ask you some question from the Bible. I didn't ask you like to debate or something, or you asking me something from the Quran or something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, anyways,
call me tomorrow because my time is up. I'm married to 4 women, and I have 4 mother-in-law. And you can imagine how hard it is to keep up with 4 mother-in-law. I mean, how we can do it as a Muslim brother? I don't know. 4 mother-in-law, brother. Unbelievable.
Why? What happened with these?
I have 4 wives and I have 4 mother-in-law, and they are making.
Okay, are you trying to make fun of Muslims now?
I'm not making fun of Muslims because Muslims don't believe in 4 mother-in-law. They kill them.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, yeah. Okay.
How many mother-in-law Muhammad he have? What happened to them? Do you know?
No, you tell me.
As I know, he get rid of them.
By doing what?
Well, the mother of Aisha, she have a hard time. Muhammad, like only when she gave a gift to Aisha, the wife of Abu Bakr, she came to give a gift. This is the only time he allowed her to come because.
Okay.
Yeah. So, what do you think?
Anyways, yeah, man. Right. Anyways, yo, I might have to call you back tomorrow. Anyways, right. What's it called? Can you like explain one thing before you leave?
Yeah, no problem. I know the question. Right. I know the question.
What is it? Tell me.
Where Jesus said, Jesus said, I am God worshiper.
No.
Okay, let me give you a second question.
I didn't ask. No. Let me answer my question.
No, we have a tradition. We are Christian. We have a tradition. We try to guess the questions of the Muslims because they are very hard.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Why Jesus in the Quran said...
No, it isn't. It's not even close.
Man, I'm really disappointed. Okay, what is the question?
Anyways, can you explain Luke 24:19?
What Luke 24:19 saying? Tell me, read.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening. Hello?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, what Luke 24:19 saying?
No, I mean not Luke 24.
What?
Luke 4